What up? CP the Tool Addict here, back again for another part 2 Hyperstep drill bit saga, we'll call this. After I had finished up the first video, I was just puzzled as to why it wouldn't drill through this pin. So I gave the wrench another shot with the 9/32. I'm going to call these a one-use bit. See this little dot right here? Yeah, that's all this sucker would go through the second time. You seen the dimple I made on this. So, that being said, the thing felt like it was kind of sharp, but this thing's toast. Soft steel probably still work good, but as far as you getting into a hardened steel, no bueno. So what I did was I said, I'm interested in figuring out what happens if I change bits. So I took out the 1964s and gave this one a whirl. That thing went through this thing like hot butter. You can see the steps on there. Let's see if I can get this thing. Apparently I need to get a new camera for this, but you can see the steps on there where it was cutting into it. Worked a lot better. Made a pretty deep hole. I'll give you a little set comparison there. So it went all the way in there good. I'm not sure, I would say these are still the best bits on the market. This is my final thoughts, part 2 of this. Yeah, this 9/32 took a dump after it shot it the first time, but hey, they're warranted, so I'll get a new one. Am I impressed? Kinda. Are they worth $369? In a tight spot, unfortunately, I'm going to have to say they probably are. These are going to probably be better than your normal bits just because of the capability. This thing really took off in this drill bit. So if you drill in a pilot hole into it, and if you're trying to get a bigger one, I think these things will be the cat's ass. It's not quite what I was hoping for. I guess I had bigger expectations than what they were. I got these, like I said, I was fortunate enough to get these as a birthday present, so pretty happy with that. But that's my final thoughts there on the Hyperstep drill bits. Comment down below on them, and tell me what your experience is with them. Now we're going to do a little flyer review. So we're just going to go through the old Matco flyer here. And this thing is, this is for 10/12 to 11/3, so this one's up in a couple days. But I did see this ball joint press here. This thing's pretty cool. I'm not going to buy one. I'll tell you, I just don't see me needing it. Yeah, they're cool, and definitely, but for $657, and then you got a $400 cup adapter set, I'll be fine. I just don't do enough ball joints. It's not something that really comes into my shop that much, so might be cool for you guys. Check out the video online, though, of that. There is a YouTube video of the demonstration of that, and there's YouTube at Matco. Search Matco ball joint, and you can check that out. So that's what we'll try to spin through these quick because I need to. They got 2 flyers, so I'm just gonna go through them. So page 1, let's turn in here. We got the ADV stuff, and for those of you who don't know, ADV is Sunex. So Matco basically is rebranding Sunex. There is some slight differences. I do think it's a little bit easier to warranty if you have a Matco guy. $49 for the stubby set. That's actually not a bad deal. And then $68 for these Allens. That's not a bad deal. But I'll tell you what, right now, the Mac RBT bits, I'm going to be doing a review on those here this weekend. The Mac RBT bits are pretty much going to be my go-to. I'm getting rid of all of my bits that Torx and Hex and going to the Mac RBT bits. I didn't do a video, but they literally were took me out of a jam. I had a gun, a competition gun, that I had a mag release button that was stuck on, and I went to the Mac guy. Just happened to have my pistol with me. I was on my way to a match, and I meet the guy so he doesn't come to my shop. And I was like, do you have a bit small enough to get this hex out? And I believe it was like a T6 or something like that, and I could not get this thing unstuck. It's hardened steel. It's made to be strong, and tool steel parts. That's all. Enough said. All my competition guns, tool steel parts. That's like my Bible. So yeah, I was gonna have to drill it out, and I didn't want to because it's so sketchy on such small parts on it. We put that RBT bit in there, and it got it out, and I was absolutely floored. I tried everything, and I've never had that much of a problem with anything. So, anyways, not to take away from these Matco bits, but you got the what do you got here? The 1/4-inch stubby 40-piece driver set. That's a complete Allen Torx spline. $179. You be the judge. Probably not a buyer on something like that. Then we got the 26-piece low profile Torx set. $99.99. Click style torque wrenches. They're pretty much on their way out the door, in my opinion. In the automotive industry, there's too much angles they have to do on most torquing specs. So 3H drive, 6 1/4 inch, 88 tooth, made in America ratchet, flex head. That's a nice little ratchet. They're Matco ratchets. You know, Matco makes a decent ratchet. Love their screwdrivers. I'm a big fan of all the tool truck screwdrivers, though. Guess I'm a screwdriver whore. 176, that's a fair deal. I really like the new red colors, but I'm a fan of red because I just bought everything red back in the day. That's really the only option we had, so I just stuck with it. These double flex wrenches here are definitely pretty cool. 153. That's not a. Oh no, $399. Saved 153. They're a multi-spline wrench, so you got a 6-point, 50% rounded Torx, square spline, and 12-point drive with these. I'm sure they could come in handy in a pinch. $399 is definitely a little steep because you know you can get these somewhere else. Swedish pipe wrench, obviously you can get that somewhere else. $169.95. That's your choice. You want to do the Matco truck on that. And we got my biggest pet peeve. Pliers, these locking pliers, yeah, probably Taiwan 159. I'm not interested in those. You might be. That's, you know, it's pretty high, but it is what it is. I can't imagine these things being worth anything. $27. I've had a couple of these. These are pretty much junk. I don't see what the use is on those. These right here are definitely pretty handy. $30, that's pretty decent. I bought an entire set. They're made, rebranded from a company, and I can't remember the name. I want to call it KO or something like that. Builds these. I bought a 4-piece set of Max for $50 and got a free block off set. So that's a little bit high, but those are definitely cool. I like those because they're smooth jaw for hose pinch offs. These are definitely something you want to pick up. $22. These are nice clip pliers for your trim clips and stuff like that. I dig those. Definitely got a pair of those. Definitely worth buying those. That's about the price of them anywhere, and I believe that those are rebranded from. Can't place it off the top of my head. I want to say they're Nipex, but I don't think they are. They're rebranded. They're not Matco's. Everything Matco makes they don't make anything. It's all rebranded. So these right here are cool. These are my favorite pair of hose clamp pliers. I'm actually gonna probably buy that set off the Matco guy. That's a decent price. All three of those. Lang builds them, I'm sure. Lang's a great American plier company. Build hose clamp pliers and stuff like that. Snap ring pliers, and I'm a big fan of them. These right here are also pretty cool for $27. A 3-piece set. Seen those on the Matco truck. Should have bought them, didn't, but those are cool. Foldable. Stack them up. They're better than those old metal ones in my opinion, just because they're taller and you can put them down shorter, so they take up less space. And you guys that are like me that have toolboxes that are packed to the gills, that's definitely a big thing. Battery charger, yikes, $7.89. You know. Yeah, what are they giving to you on this one? This is an AG off-road equipment, marinas, industrial shops. heavy duty. 280 amps, boost assist, 500 amp vinyl, yeah. 612 24 volt. This is great if you're not a diesel shop. You need a heavy duty one. They're pretty expensive. I'm sure this is an Associated or some brand like that. Probably get that for about half that price somewhere else. These Ness thread repair kits, I've seen some videos on them. Don't know much about them. It's more of a heavy duty truck application. Not something that'll probably work much for me. So moving on here, we got ourselves a 17-piece oil filter socket set. 146. Good God. Just for standard oil cups, I'm not going to pay $146. This right here is a pretty good deal. Inline spark plug socket set. Don't know how much you'd use it anymore because everything's pretty much coil unplugged, but $23. We got some work on some older vehicles. I got a couple of them. I don't think I need that. Definitely this wire insertion tool. That's a pretty decent price. That's about what I paid for my Snap-on, but it didn't come with a curved one. And that looks like the problem I see with this though is that it's only got one curved like 1/4 inch and then one big 5/8. They're not interchangeable. Those are rebranded too. I can't remember who they're from, but they are made in the USA, which is good. Like the little made in the USA and the flyers, that's it would be an alright deal if you don't have a Snap-on guy and you got a Matco guy. It'd be nice if you're doing wire insertion stuff. I do it all the time. That's my game. Diagnostics, wire, electrical. I get to do all that fun stuff. This kit right here was intriguing until I seen the price. $264.95, 27-piece LED terminal set. This is cool. It's got all the probes that interchange in there. I am positive I've seen that set rebranded from somewhere else, and it is a lot cheaper where I've seen it. So I don't know. This is cool, but this looks a lot like the Astro. I'm thinking the Astro, what do they call it, Nano or something like that, Nano Impact. So 400 breakaway torques, 300 maximum. It's like a pistol grip impact. These are running $299. Air stuff is just not in my wheelhouse right now. I don't need it, and I haven't really had to deal with any of it. So that might be something that works for you though. And $299. It's a different tool. It's definitely slimmer than the Nano Astro Impact, so I can see where that would be handy. They got one that's 350. That's the 1/2 inch drive. That's the 3-inch drive. So 350 and 260, and then 400 and 300. So let's flip over this next page. Infinum. Their tools actually seem like they're pretty good. Problem is they're a little low on torque versus everybody else. But I haven't heard anybody really complain about them, saying that they're bad. I know a couple guys that got them, and they seem to like them. This thing's kind of neat. I mean, this is a nice little impact, but 60 foot-pounds of torque, just not enough. It's a 1/4 inch drive, 12 volt. So this kit is $489 for the kit, and then you have the orange 1/4 inch kit. You can get either or. So I'm a Milwaukee fan, just not something I really, got a 12 volt, 3/8, $299. They're just not something that I would probably 40 foot-pounds of torque, 240 RPM. It's got a high-speed RPM, so that's kind of nice. I do notice that the Milwaukee is definitely slow, and for a guy like me who wants stuff out fast, kind of aggravates me a little bit, but I can deal with it. We got a Gone Fishing giveaway, tracker boat, $10,000 total contest value, $5,000 Matco shopping spree. What are you going to do to apply for this thing? Fill out a credit application for a chance to win. Contest dates is 10/7 to 11/19. Get yourself in on that if you haven't. Fill out a credit application and get some Matco stuff. We got the pneumatic bearing race sealer. Nothing too exciting on here. The master hub kit. Those are made by Steelman, and they're about half that price. So $154 is definitely not something I'm going to spend on the Matco truck for that. moving on here. Smoke machine. $1,300 for a smoke machine. I actually use a what the heck is mine? Mine's a $154 one, and it works awesome. I'll have to show that one day. Magnetic test leads. Those are nice. Lang makes those. Those are nice. $27. That's not a bad price. That's, you know, decent. Heavy duty 6-volt, 12-volt circuit tester. So incandescent. Definitely like that. That's not a bad deal. These good old lights right here have a good amperage draw on them, so they work better than LEDs still. So they're still relevant. Then we got some electrical pin probe testing. Now this kit is made. You can buy it on Amazon for 18 bucks. So that's not too bad. 26 bucks. If the guy's has things right there, it's not a bad deal. Spend a couple extra bucks, you know, give it to, you know, help the Matco guy out. 5-piece back probe pins. I don't try to use those kind of pins when I can get away with not using them. More of a fan of using these styles. I have an AAS wave kit. That works awesome, but I do also have this kit as well. But this is $100 on Amazon, made by whatever, I can't think of the name right now. But it's $100 on Amazon. You can look this kit up. Can't remember who it's made by. Anyhow, I have both those kits. There's a GM micro pin probe kit in that one. I bought both of those for what I paid for out there asking for that. So yeah, let's move through here. Getting 16 minutes in. We got pink toolboxes. We got headlamps and flashlights. You know, everybody just wants to sell flashlights now. I'm all flashlighted out. Matco apparel. Air sanders. Yeah, that's pretty much it for that one. Nothing too exciting there. Let's move on to the next one. This will be the new one. A lot of you might not have seen this one yet. 1026 to 1117. Got the gold ratchet on front. Look at that. Got a little bling bling. Some impacts, some Infinum stuff. 600 foot-pounds breakaway torque. Oh yeah. First one, we got impacts. 1600 foot-pounds of breakaway torque. Woo! Yeah. They got some pretty sweet impacts. If you're using air impacts, I definitely think that Matcos are pretty awesome. They've got it down in that. We've got the 600 foot-pound. What is this thing? A 3/8, 20 volt. What the heck is this thing? It doesn't even say. It just says $5.99, $5.59. How much was the? What's the heck's going on here? They don't have any prices on these things. Just got 1600 foot-pounds. Oh, 2-year warranty. That's kind of nice. Mac does the same thing. 2-year warranty on there. That's a pretty good deal. At least they got a 2-year warranty on that. I don't see what this is. Oh yeah, 3/8 cord. Why don't you guys say anything? I'm looking at it. 3/8 cordless. Brushless impact. Top of the line power, improved durability, secured battery connection, 20 volt cordless 3/8. I don't know that it's top of the line, but that's still competitive with Milwaukee and their midline torque. So they're 18 volts. So that's but Milwaukee's got them beat on a 5-year warranty. So I know the Matco guys don't probably like dealing with selling their impacts. They probably have to deal with that all the time. Milwaukee this, Milwaukee that. Anyways, moving on here. I like these T-handles. These look pretty cool. I like the stand they come with. Not a bad price, $132. I'm sure they're rebranded from somebody, but definitely intriguing. I thought about them. Twist sockets. I like the bolt biters. Should have done a review on them. I'm definitely sold on the bolt biters. Astro, I'm pretty sure, is the one that makes them. Gear Wrench rebrands them. Matco rebrands them. The Gear Wrench bolt biters are the same exact thing. Astro is the one who makes them. I bought the Astro kit. I think I need to buy the standard kit or intermediate. There's 2 sets of them, so I'm going to buy them from Astro. They're 50 bucks on Amazon. Well worth the money, guys. Get out there and get them. These twist sockets were never my favorite. They got the job done, but I broke them all the time and warrantying them all the time. So for what they're wanting for this kit, go buy you 2 of the bolt biter kits, or they're flank bites, Astro flank bites. That's what you want to look up on Amazon. $50 for the set of them. Definitely worth the money. Still got that low profile Torx kit in here they're pushing on here, $91. Don't know that I'd really need that, but you know, maybe there's an application I'll run into. I think this is intriguing. I like this shorty set. I don't have a regular shorty set of wrenches, believe it or not, and I actually ran into the first time in my life where I really needed some, and that was when I was using those Astro flank bites, and I couldn't get they got a socket end on them, which was great, so you don't have to use your 1/2 inch drive, but you can use a 7/8 inch wrench on them. So that was cool. These things worked awesome. The shorty wrench worked awesome with it, and they got the bolt right out. It was a 10mm, 8mm bolt, and I thought I was going to be screwed, but these are multi-spline, you know, Torx, square drives, everything. Matco wrenches are pretty good, you know, they're same ones as Carlisle. Deco Group builds them for several people. So we got the 88 tooth ratchet, some Nipex pliers. You know, obviously we know we can get those on Amazon. 1/4 inch, 3/8 and 1/2 inch drive, ADV 13-piece Torx socket set. Like I said, those are rebranded, but they are a little bit different than the Sunex versions. 4-in-1 crimper tie wire strippers. This thing right here, the Light Ranger mutt, that memory saver, that's kind of cool. A little pricey, but you get a free. Well, it's a trailer light tester is what it is, but you get the memory saver with it. Sorry, said that wrong. These work awesome. I do several boat trailers, and I have a couple of clients that are transporters, so I tend to work on trailer lights, and these things are definitely handy as hell. You just take that little box out there, ammo can with a battery pack. I could probably make one if I got the time, but I don't. But I have one of those, and it works out great for that. And this is kind of cool that you can put your memory saver into it. So that is a handy tool, and definitely going to be more relevant. Always use the memory saver stuff when you're working on electrical and stuff. So definitely something that is cool. We got some pliers. These look like the Snap-on ones. I'm pretty sure these are rebranded from OTC or somebody. Those look a lot like the Snap-on ones. So 32, 42 bucks. 7-pin spade towing and maintenance kit. Definitely worth having one of these. You can get these off Amazon too. I have this Matco set of these diamond files. They work awesome. Love them. Especially for cleaning connectors. I've used them several times already. I have 2 sets. They're expensive but necessary. Multimeters and scanners. We got the $80 code advisor. If you're looking for a quick code reader, that's not a bad deal. Off the Matco guy, 80 bucks. That's pretty reasonable. And I'm sure it's just an Altel scanner or a launch platform, one of the two. Matco Advanced Multimeter, $229. Like I said in my other video, a good multimeter is $200 to $300. Then we got the battery tester. See if this does the AGMs, and that's a big thing with these battery testers now. You got to have the ones that do the AGMs and stuff like that, so you don't mess up stuff. We got an amp clamp. We'll roll through this one. Welders, the amp pound. Kind of curious. This one looks like the old mini ductor. I've got the Venom. I love it. $649. The Venom, I think, is a great product, and I don't see any reason why I would go with this one. I like the Venom just for the simple fact is that it's angled, it's got lights on it, quick release. Definitely works fine for me. So the welders, they're outrageous. The amp pound, I don't have one of these. I've been thinking about one of them, but I won't probably spend $155 on them. Get those from on Amazon. Oh, jump packs. Jump packs. We got a 12 24 volt jump pack. These are expensive. The 24 volt jump packs definitely serve their purpose in diesel applications. I don't know why they're selling winches, but hey, they got Champion winches if you need those. Bada bada bing, bada boom, bada boom. Let's move on here. Moving on, moving on, moving on. Quick flow fluid transfer pump. 162.95. Yeah. We got the quick flow transmission adapter kit, 81 bucks. We got the power belt crankshaft slammer hammer. I don't know what you call it. Power bar crankshaft bolt removal tool. I've never needed one of those yet, but this thing's kind of cool for tie rod ends. I don't know if it works with a crab or if somebody's got one. If you got one, 200 or 84.50. It might be a reasonable deal versus those other ones. Fuel injection testers, umbrellas, and sporks. Make sure you get your prison spork down in case you go to jail someday. You can learn how to use your spork well, I guess. Buy one of those. Let's see here. We got some Matco cards. The Jamestown card. You know I love them. Awesome. They actually got the prices in here on these. Wow. So I have the 6-drawer Jamestown. I paid $400 for mine. Bought it off Facebook Marketplace, 1,900 bucks. I definitely like the 6-drawer. The 4-drawer would be cool too. It's $1699.95 or 5-drawer, excuse me. Yeah, these things are awesome. I definitely like these. 3-year warranty on them. Disappointing that they make the same. The carts are pretty much the same as their toolbox. 3-year warranty, really? Pretty sure Macs are a lifetime, you know. My detents are broken on mine. I have to get them replaced, so that is kind of a little bit frustrating. Oakley's, big fan of Oakley's. I'm sponsored by them in shooting, and so I get a real good deal on them. Not sure what all this Voodoo Ride fall cleanup stuff is. I've seen some more Voodoo stuff, cleaning products. Cutoff wheel. This looks exactly like the Harbor Freight one. The Chief Harbor Freight cutoff wheel, exactly like that. They're asking $219, and they're like 60 bucks at Harbor Freight. So that is a complete ripoff. That's a heavy-duty reversible. That looks exactly like the Chief one. That is the exact same one as the Chief cutoff tool, guys. I'm positive that is. Wow. 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 Scraper set. The striking scraper kit, 119. Yeah, I'm a super scraper guy, so swivel slim plastic remover. Whew. Now we're into more apparel. I love this apparel crap. I hate it. I'm a tool guy, so final thing on here, definitely something I like, but the price tag, Jesus $214 for this sucker. Holy smoking bit set. I like this bit set though. It's got the long bits, it's got your mid bits, Torx, it's got everything in there. Great bit set. Let's see if it says it's lifetime warranty. That would make a difference, but if it's not, I'm definitely out. It's a 78 piece impact set. It's got 1.25 inch impact bits, 2-inch bits, 3-inch bits, 6-inch bits. It's got a 1, 2, and 3 6-inch impact bit, a 1, 2, and 3 posi drive bit. It's got a 10, 15, 20, 25, 27, 30, and 40 Torx, magnetic nut drivers, 8, 10, and 12. Where's the 13 at, fellas? Quick change coupler, socket adapters, 1/4 and 3/8, and 1/4 inch shank sizes. I like the 6-inch impact bits, but I'm sure this is either rebranded by Irwin or somebody else. Maybe they've got this kit made specially for them, because I've not seen a kit that has all this much complete stuff in it. So, but anyways, 30 minutes, you stuck around and you're not asleep yet. that's my review on part 2 of the Hyper Steps and the Matco Flyer review. So thanks for watching. Love you guys. Like, comment, share, subscribe, ring that bell. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you don't want me, or getting late. Let me know if you got any thoughts on these Hyper Steps. I'm kind of curious to hear what guys are thinking about these, but a little disappointed, not so disappointed. Kind of happy, not so happy. I got them, so I'll live with it. But I just, we have broken exhaust manifolds, and I've been fighting them all freaking year. I swear to God, every shop around just says, "Oh, send them over to Chad. He'll take care of them." But yeah. Anyways, thanks for watching. Till you next time. We'll talk to you later. Keep on wrenching. Yeah, that's what I need to come up with a tag, clothesline, or something. I don't know. I'm just goofy.